Also important to note that there's a threat online as well. Reports of Hamas sending malicious links to hack users' phones via WhatsApp or other messaging services. Now, to talk more about this cyber threat, I'm joined by Levy, CEO and founder of Konfidas. Now, thank you so much for joining us. This cyber threat of the war in general, let's talk about exactly how dangerous it is.
Well, it's becoming quite dangerous. We've seen attacks coming from all over the world. Nation states, hackers, hacktivists are just attacking everything they can against Israeli infrastructure. That includes companies, critical infrastructure, and of course civilians, flooding them with malicious links, spams, phishing, and of course a lot of fake news.
I understand the purpose of them wanting to target different Israeli infrastructure companies, but why target civilians? What do they hope to gain from that?
Well, usually they hope to gain two things: either a lot of everything that has to do with influence on the population. For example, sending them, fake links that tell them that things are happening, and then change the narrative, cause a lot of uprising. And the second thing is they want to get access to systems, or they want to get access to money or information, so they can leverage for their own purposes and in operations.
Well, and meanwhile, your company has some technology to detect these malicious links and hopefully provide civilians with a little bit of safety. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, one of the big issues is that people get a lot of links for groups, forums, news channels, and they don't know if the links are okay or not. Some of them, they just come using SMS, and they are trying to look like as if they're coming from the Israeli Post or they're coming from banks. And what we did is we built a bot. We called it Iron Bot, that you can send those malicious links to a WhatsApp number that we verified with Meta. And the bot goes to a huge database of malicious links. It has over 50 billion links. We check the link, and within a couple of seconds, they can get a result whether the link is malicious or not. We did it because we believe that we should give the population something that they can check in order to press links without knowing.
So
we see there's a yeah.
Well, I see that right now we're showing some images up of people using it via WhatsApp, but it can also work on any of these other messaging devices, and it's just as simple as taking the message and sending it to the number that you provide.
Yeah, you send the message to the number that we provide. We check that links against billions of malicious URLs, and if the system believes that the link is malicious, then you get like a red sign telling you it's malicious, and all you have to do is not press it. The other advantage is once that people start reporting on checking those links, what those systems are doing is they're spreading the fact that it's malicious to any other security system. So it's basically a collective way of doing security, and that increases the resilience of the Israeli systems in general. So it's good for everyone.
Well, I know there's this term cyber hygiene that people use when it comes to protecting yourself from some of these cyber threats. So what should people be doing, especially in the fog of war?
Well, other than being aware that there is a lot of malicious links and you should check them, I believe that the basic things that people should do is apply two-factor authentication to all the important accounts, like social accounts like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. All the important links. That will reduce the chance of phishing and stealing accounts by almost 99%. It's the safest way to protect yourself against phishing. The other thing is just is to install. There are a lot of free softwares that you can install that will protect your devices, your mobile phones or your computers. Like Checkpoint has those free apps called Zone Alarm, and there are many other companies. I strongly suggest to install them from the official app stores by Google and Apple. And the last thing is to make sure that all the softwares on the computers and the mobile phones are updated to the latest versions. Software that is not updated will provide an open door to all those who want to attack you. So to sum up, awareness, check whatever you can. That's why we build the bot. Apply two-factor authentication to all the important accounts that you have, social and email and everything like that. update your software to the latest versions, and install official softwares, security softwares from the app stores or from official sites of the security vendors.
And on our social media platforms on I24 News, we'll be sure to have a link to some of those different websites, as well as the link that people should send their information to make sure it's all clear of cyber hacks. Ram Levy, CEO and founder of Konfidas, thank you so much for joining us.